Alvaro and Natalia were settled in Chile with their 3-year-old daughter, Catalina. He worked as a dentist for the Seventh-day Adventist Church. She was a physical therapist at Chile Adventist University. With great careers and a happy marriage, they had no plans to leave. Then one Sabbath, during a church service at the university, they heard a sermon about Adventist volunteer service. Could God really use a family like us? They wondered.
We felt like the Lord was truly speaking only to us. We looked at each other at that moment and knew what was going to happen. We knew we had to say yes.
They applied, and just 2 weeks later, landed on Easter Island, one of the most remote places on Earth. Food was scarce. Language barriers made life harder. Locals were wary of mainlanders, and the island's Adventist church? Just 10 elderly members.
When
we arrived, we said, did we do the right thing? Because we were used to having our own house, getting around by car, and when we arrived, they assigned us a house. We bought bicycles. We were riding bicycles. So everything was very different.
But Alvaro and Natalia didn't give up. They visited homes, gave Bible studies, and reopened the Pathfinder and Adventurer clubs. Kids came, first 25, then 95. Families followed. One child and his mother were baptized. By the end of the year, when they were ready to return to the mainland, the church was thriving, with trained local leaders ready to carry the mission forward.
We came back as different people, which is a bit of a strange feeling, because in this case, we returned home to the same place, with the same jobs, but we are definitely not the same.
They hadn't planned to be missionaries, but God had a plan, and it changed them and Easter Island forever.
There are difficult moments. Yes, there are. Sometimes we cry, but we also laugh. When we leave things in the Lord's hands and let Him truly guide us, the Lord already goes forward, opening everything up, so we have to dare.
This quarter, the 13th Sabbath offering will help train and equip more missionaries at Chile Adventist University. People just like Alvaro and Natalia, who are ready to go wherever God calls. Your offering can open doors, change lives, and carry the gospel to the ends of the earth. Please, give generously, because when you do, you're not just supporting a project. You're helping people say, I will go. 31 baptisms, 31 lives changed, and it all started with one invitation. Isadora never imagined she would be here. She used to be quiet, keeping her thoughts to herself. But when a friend invited her to a meeting at a Seventh-day Adventist church, something stirred in her heart. She heard about Jesus in a way she never had before. His love felt real and personal. She couldn't ignore it.
When you meet Jesus, it's something inexplicable. That love impacted me in such a way that I decided to give my life to Him.
And once she experienced His love, she couldn't keep it to herself. The quiet, reserved girl became someone new. She became bold, passionate, ready to share Jesus everywhere she went.
Before I met Jesus, I was a very shy person. So that was already a huge difference in my life, being able to develop.
She found joy in serving others. When she was offered a scholarship to attend the Seventh-day Adventist school in the northeast of Brazil, she jumped at the chance. This school offers students the chance to grow in Jesus and opportunities to share Him with others in the community. And because she shared, lives were changed.
I fell in love with preaching. And through this missionary work, I was able to see lives transformed by Jesus.
Friends, classmates, and even strangers are discovering the same love that transformed her life. And she's not stopping. Isadora can't help but continue to share. But there's a challenge. Right now, the school doesn't have a proper place for worship. Students gather wherever they can, but space is limited. This 13th Sabbath, your offering will help build a new church so students like Isadora can continue sharing Jesus with even more people.
This church that will be built will be a place where people feel welcomed and can see Jesus in us.
Thank you for your 13th Sabbath offering. Together, we can build a place of worship in Brazil.
Good morning. Happy Sabbath, everyone. Got a number of announcements this morning. We're going to start with, did anyone notice that Christmas tree out in the lobby? Tomoko is going to talk to us a little bit about it.
Thank you. Good morning, church family. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. So it's time for our angel tree, and I know we've been doing this for a few years, so I think several of you already know about it, but for those who aren't familiar, we're helping out the Family Promise of Blount County, and they help out homeless families here in our county. And we would like to share our love with them and our generosity with them by sharing some Christmas gifts with these families this year too. So if you can, there's all these different tags on that. This year we're helping 2 families. One family is like a father and a son, teenage son, and another family, 2 ladies and a 15-month-old baby girl. And so there's 5 individuals. I've made tags. If you on each tag, it has the age and the gender and what they would like. So if you can, you're welcome to take more than 1 tag. And in the back of the tag, there's a number. And so when you go home and purchase the gift and you wrap them up, please put the tag back onto the gift with the number showing. That way Family Promise knows who the gift is for. And if you can bring it back and put it under the Christmas tree by December 13th, we would really appreciate it. And thank you so much again.
And thank you for doing this, Tomoko. Every year, she is the one who actually coordinates and organizes this, leads out in it, and it's a great ministry. Jean wants to talk to us a little bit about the Supper Club this morning as well. So I'm going a little bit out of order on the announcements, but that's okay. And Supper Club is a great outreach for the church, and we've had a long run of it.
All right, everybody. Who has knee trouble? You're laughing, but no one's raising their hand except one. Well, if you don't have it, you will. And as you do get it, it starts getting concerning. You hear of everyone getting surgeries and all that, new replacements and all. There are many things you can do to help your knees before you have to have surgery. We're going to talk about that at the Supper Club. Please take advantage of these supper clubs. There's so much good information there. So, Fonnie Anderson and their team do a wonderful job. Hope to see you there Thursday.
So if you've never been before, the girls